Cryptographic hash functions take inputs of arbitrary length and produce digests or outputs of a fixed length. An ideal hashing function has three main properties. First, it is extremely easy to produce a hash or digest for any given piece of data. Second, it is extremely computationally difficult to create a piece of data with a specific hash. Third, it is collision resistant, meaning it is extremely unlikely that two different inputs will share the same digest. Bitcoin uses SHA-256, which returns digests that are 256 bits long. A proof-of-work system requires a piece of data fitting a certain parameter to be produced. That is intentionally computationally difficult to do so. Bitcoin utilizes the Hashcash proof-of-work system, in which, for a block to be validated, it must hash to a value that falls underneath the current target difficulty. The difficulty of the proof-of-work in Bitcoin requires a block to be hashed so that the resulting digest begins with a specific number of zeros. The number of zeros in this case is the difficulty. You can see in our first example that the resulting digest has no preceding zeros, and thus wouldn't fall under the scope underneath the difficulty. To produce a digest that satisfies these parameters, a number referred to as a nonce is tagged on to the end of the string. Even slightly changing the string like this will produce a wildly different digest. The nonce is incremented until an acceptable digest is produced, which can take an incredibly long time. As you can see, in this example, it would have taken 4,251 iterations to produce a digest, with only 4 leading zeros. As the number of required zeros increases, so does the average number of iterations needed to produce an appropriate digest. A computer mining bitcoins is essentially just producing these digests rapidly until it stumbles upon a satisfactory result.